A lot of people have this fear within them that physics is one of the hardest course ever when it comes to writing it in exam, like exams like JAMB, WAEC, and all of that. So some people have already put fears in their own mind before they comes to exam hall, and this thing has so much effect on their performance, especially in physics exams. So before they even enter, they have considered it that it's very hard, and they are just going there just for the luck's sake, just for them, if they may have luck, for the luck's sake. So it's not like that. One thing about physics is somehow very easy and simple when you devote your time to sit well and study it very well. It is somehow very easy. It's not that hard. Physics is very learnable, and today I would like to share with you how to score 90 plus in JAMB Physics. Like I was saying, I say physics is very easy and it's very learnable. You can learn, understand it very well, and pass the exam as you want, to the point that you want. So number one, we are going to start with build a strong foundation. Like this is not like other courses that you can jump into the midst and read and understand. No, it doesn't go like that. One thing about physics is you have to know from the basic, from the beginning, and you cannot know. If you are going to focus on any particular topic, don't just go to the middle of the topic. Make sure you start from the beginning. Like if you understand the concept, the beginning, from the definitions, the types, how it works, the derivatives, the derivations, if you are able to understand those ones very well, I think that particular topic you are going to do well in it. So it is applicable to all topics in physics. So you cannot be jumping from one topic to another and be claiming that physics is very hard to understand. No, it needs time and your strength for you to overcome and to pass physics very well. Most of their questions that usually come out in exam is in, sometimes you can predict the answer, but you see the answer by yourself, but you don't know the real answer because you don't know you don't study it very well. So today I would like to tell you again that build a strong foundation, understand the concept, have your textbooks, master it, note taking, and sometimes you cannot be reading physics without having your pen and your jotter beside you. It is very necessary if you really want to pass, if you really want to do well in physics. While you are studying it, there are some formula, there are some key points in it. Have your note, your jotter beside your note with your pen, and be dropping some key point down. You will need them very soon. It comes to a point you may suddenly meet some things, some question in exam, and you realize that you document something about this social question, then you have a flashback and be able to answer it. Then number two, we have practice regularly. You have to practice regularly. It's not something that you do today, then you leave the next 2 days before you do it again. If you continue to do that, you will definitely fail and you will forget what you have learned before. So it is very easy for you to forget what we have learned if you refuse to practice regularly. So while you practice what you do today, before you continue to another topics tomorrow, make sure you practice what you have learned today to confirm that yes, you haven't forgotten what you learned. That is the best way. And under that practice regularly, practice past JAMB question. They are very necessary. One thing about physics is that they don't usually change question like that. You can see question that comes out this year will definitely will come out next year again. The probability is very high because of those their figures. They don't usually change figures like that. Sometimes you see question today about physics. In physics, you see physics question. If you type the question exactly and paste it on Google, you will still meet the same figure. Everything are intact, so they hardly change figures. So while you are reading, practice regularly, practice what you have learned, practice past Q to confirm that yes, you are well grounded in this particular topic. Then number three, we have time management. Time management is very important. It's very important. What I would like to discuss on this one is, if you come across any question, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. If you are in a hurry and you are one kind of person that you don't have confidence, you are fear, you are shaking because time will go. Though it's fine anyway, but if you continue to lie, you are going to choose wrong answers. You are going to fail. As soon as you enter your exam, you have this boldness. As soon as you log in all your details, be bold, sit down where and look at time will keep to start reading as soon as you log into your portal. Time will start reading. So you have to be very vigilant with your time. Any question that you couldn't answer, depending on, and if time permits you, anyone you couldn't answer at that moment, skip and go to the next one, so that you will be able to meet up with the time. And one thing, don't spend too much time on one question. Any question you don't know, don't spend too much time on it. If you want to spend too much time on one question, you will not be able, you know that you are going to write almost 4 subject. So you have to be very vigilant, you have to be very smart when answering questions, especially physics, because there are going to be a lot of calculation in that particular course subject. So what you need to do is stay to time very well. Just as you are answering your question, your attention should be focused on the time, because as it is reading, as the time is thinking, as the time is going, your time continue to elapse. Before you know, if you didn't submit before the time elapses, your system will close itself. So you have to be very smart. Then this first one is stay positive. You should not allow anyone to influence your mind, to corrupt your mind, that says something that doesn't go in line with what you want to achieve. You should not give rooms to such people. So stay positive. Know that what you are going to do, you are going to have it enough. You are going to make it in your exam. So that is the only way. Physics is what learnable, and it's very simple. If you take this key that I just share with you seriously, then you will come back and testify about physics exam that you do it well.